Hello everyone. Today we are doing surds and rationalize. Actually, surds are irrational number that can't be simplified into exact decimals like square root 2 or square root 5. And now this topic, the syllabus includes more focus on simplifying, rationalizing denominators, and combining surds in algebraic expressions. This is a new topic for 402 for O level syllabus, but 0580 IGCSE students they were doing this topic. All right. So the rules of surds are, if two surds are multiplying, then we can multiply like this. If it is, like for example, square root 2 and square root 5 is multiplying, we write down square root 10 like this. And if the same numbers, the same surds are multiplying, or the square, like for example a square, then it will be only a. All right, the same is just like in the division. So we are starting the questions here. Write each of these as a single surd or integer answer. All right, like this is the first question. I'm starting with very simple and easy questions, and gradually it will become not the difficult one. Gradually the difficult questions we'll solve in this topic. That will be very helpful for you in your exams. Okay, so square root 3 multiplied by square root 5, we can write down square root 3 times square root 5 like this, and that is square root 15, which cannot be simplified. All right, but we cannot add different surds. Remember, we'll do in the next question as well. So square root 5 times square root 5, that is square root 25. Simply you can write down 5 or 25. We know that it is equals to 5. Now square root 119 square means square root 119 times square root 119, that is simply only integer form, that is 119. Now I hope you understood. Part D. In this question, square root of 24 divided by 6. Okay, 6 times 4 is 24. So we can write down together like 24 divided by 6, that is equals to 6 times 4 is 24. So 4 just write down, and then you know that square root 4 is equals to 2, or you can do like this: 2 times 2 is equals to 2. All right, because if it is multiplying twice the same number in the square root, then it will come out as just one time. Okay, now this question, we can multiply integer to integer and the surd with surd. All right, so it means 2 times 5 we can multiply together, and we can multiply 3 and 12 together. All right, so that is 10 square root 3 times 12 is 36, and square root 36 means 6, which will be equals to 10 times 6 is 60. That is your final answer. Okay, now part F. Part F question, it is 35 square root 20 divided by 5 square root 2. Like we did in this part, in the previous one, that we multiply integer to integer and we multiply surd to surd. Okay, here in this question we divide the integer to integer, and we can divide the surd to surd. All right, so here it is 35 upon 5, and square root 20 will divide by square root 2, or you can write down 5 times 7 is 35, and square root 20 and 2 we can write down together. Okay, now 7 times square root 20 upon 2 means 7 times square root 10, or you can write down 7 square root 10 simply for this question. Okay, now in the other question, simplify using the rules of surds. In this question, square root 50 is written. So keep in mind some numbers like 50 is 25 times 2 is 50. You can write down. If you don't remember, then you can do like this. 50, take 2 times table, 2 times 25, and here you can stop also, or if you don't remember, do further. You can find out with the help of prime factorization also, and you can do it like either you write down 25 times 2, or you can write down 2 into 5 into 5. The 5 and 5 together 2 times it's multiplying, that will come out from the surd 5 square root 2 is your final answer. Okay, 63, 9 times 7 is 63, equals to 9 times 7 is 63. 9 means square root 9 means 3. So you can write down, or you can write down 3 into 7 if you don't understand. That is 3 square root 7 is your answer. Alright, now come to part C. In part C, 12 in the square root, 12 is surd here, and 2 is an integer which is dividing in this question. Okay, so we know that 4 times 3 is 12, or 12 means 2 times 6 is 12, 2 times 3 is, and then 3 ones are 3. So you know that 4 times 3 is 12, or you can write down 2 into 3 if you want, and then divide by 2. So you know that 2 into 2 means 2 will come out from the radical sign, and then it is dividing by 2. So we can cancel it, and that will become square root 3 in your answer. Okay, so they were very simple questions here. We multiply the surd with the surd, and integer with the integer. We divide surd with the surd, and integer with integer. Now right now the questions I have started is simplification questions also. So remember, we'll have to look for the number which is coming 2 times or 3 times inside the radical sign, and then it will come out as ones. So this way we will take out the number outside the radical sign. Okay, now part D, 75. Which number comes in your mind? That is, you know that 75 is 25 times 3 is 75. But if you don't remember, you can, with prime factorization, you can find out that 75 means 3 times table you can take, because 7 and 5 it becomes 12, and it will come in the times table of 3. So 3 times 2 is 6, and 3 5s are 15. Now 25 comes, you can stop here also, and this way you will find out the numbers easily. Remember, memorize the numbers which are coming again and again in these tables. So 75 means, I'm just writing down 5 into 5 into 3, or 25 times 3 is 75, and 98. 98 is a little unusual number, so 98, for 98 you find out. Okay, so 8 is in the last, so we can try with 2 times table. 2 times 4 is 8, and 2 9s are 18. So you can see 49 is coming, which is a square of 7. So 7 7s are 49, and 7 1s are 7. So that means square root 98 we can write down as 7 square root 2. Okay, so that is 49 times 2 also you can write down, 49 times 2. So that is 5 square root 3 times 7 square root 2. It's becoming the same like the previous question. Multiply the integer with the integer and surd with the surd. So 5 times 7 is 35, and 3 into 2 you can multiply, because that cannot be simplified more. So 35 square root 6 is your answer in this question. Alright, now part E, 216. You know that 216 is a 6 cube. Alright, so 216 we can find out here as well if you want. Otherwise, remember, because whenever you do indices, so such numbers you will have to memorize also, that in which times table they are coming. Okay, 6 is in the last, you can take 2 times table. So that is 2 times 1 is 2. 2 numbers you are taking together, so you have to put 0 for that. Okay, 2 times 5 is 10, and 2 4s are 8. Again 4 is in the last, to take the 2 times table. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 7s are 14, because 1 is the remainder. Now 27 is 3 cube, and this is 2 cube. You know that it becomes 6 cube. 3 times 9 is 27, 3 threes are 9, and 3 ones are 3. So we have these numbers, okay? So you can write down as it is 2, 2, 3 times it's coming 2 into 2 into 2 and 3 into 3 into 3. Okay, now 32. 4 times 8 is 32, or that is becoming 32. 16 times 16 is a square number. 16 times 2 is 32. Okay, so 2 ones are 2, 2 6 are 12, and 16 is a square number, so that is becoming 4 4s are 16, or just take 4 square. That is easy now. So that is becoming 2 into 4 into 4. Now we are trying for 147 number. Okay, so for 147, 147, so 147, 7 is in the last, so not in 2 times table. 7, 8, 9, 10 and 12. 7 plus 4 plus 7 is 12, so try 3 times table. 3 4s are 12 and 2 is the remainder, and then 3 9s are 27, and it's again a square number. 7 7s are 49. So that is becoming 3 into 7 into 7. So just quickly look into this. That 216 means that is pairs of 2 and 3, pairs of 2 and 3, pairs of 2 and 3. So it is becoming 6 into 6 into 6 divided by I can write down here 4 square root 2 multiply by 7 square root of 3. So this also you can write down 6 square root of 6, because 2 6 we can write down one side outside, and then 4 square root 2 into 7 square root of 3. 4 7s are 28, and 2 times 3 is 6. I multiplied 4 with 7, and 2 times 3 is 6. Alright, so that is, we can easily simplify square root 6 and square root 6, because it's dividing and there is no sign in the middle. If plus and minus is there, then you cannot cancel any number like this. Okay, now try 2 times table. 2 3s is 6, and 2 times 1 and 4, so it means 3 upon 14 is the answer for this question. This was a little lengthy question, otherwise the questions are very easy. It's also easy, but remember, whenever you see 216, so that's 6 cube. For 32, then you can also take 16 times 2 instead of 4 8s are 32. So 147 is 49 times 3. So that is easy question. Now in the previous ones we did simplification with multiplication or division of the surds and integers there, and addition and subtraction we need to have a same surd number, otherwise you cannot add or subtract. Like square root a plus square root a is 2 square root a. 3 square root a plus 2 square root a will be 5 square root a, like this. Now come to this question. If it's not like that, you cannot more simplify, otherwise you will have to do like with the help of prime factorization, try to make the same surd and then add or subtract. You cannot do like that. Okay, you cannot simply only subtract different surds. No, it's not like that. Okay, in part A, 10 square root 2 minus 7 square root 2. So your 2 is the same number. Okay, so you can simplify. Okay, so 10 minus 7 is 3, so simply 3 square root 2. Okay, now in part B, you don't do like this, that square root 2 minus square root 2 is 0. No, that's not. Here you have some number behind it, so these two numbers integers will subtract. It's not only square root 2 minus square root 2. It's 10 square root 2 minus 7 square root 2. Okay, square. Now again you have to make these numbers same surds. So square root 6, we cannot simplify, but square root 24 you can simplify, like for 6 like here in this question 6 4s are 24. So here we can do like 4 into 6. If you don't understand, again you can do with the help of prime factorization, like 2 12 and 2 6 are 12. Now you have the same thing, 2 and 3. So 2 times 2 is there, so 4 into 6, because this 2 cannot come out because it's just one time. Okay, so square root 6 and square root 4 means 2 square root 6. Remember, now 1 square root 6, nothing is there, it means that 1 is there. 1 square root 6 plus 2 square root 6 means here in the square 3 square root 6, and we cannot do more simplification. Now come to the next part. Square root of 27. 3 times 9 is 27. And we are looking for a number which can easily come out from this radical sign, which is a square number. So 9 is a square number. 3 times 9 is 27. For 12 we can do minus. For 12 we can do 4 times 3 is 12. You will have the number like this, that you will have the number given in the question like this, that they will be the same surd in the next step. So 3 into 9 means 3 square root 3. For this 9 I wrote square root 9, I wrote 3 minus, then it for 2 I can write down 2 square root 3. Remember, square root 4 is 2, square root 9 is 3. So 3 minus 2 is 1. 1 square root 3, we just write down square root 3 in this question. I hope you understood. So they were very simple. So a little lengthy questions in plus and minus, and then we'll start rationalizing the question. They are like these D and E part, they are little lengthy questions. But remember, we'll also follow the same thing. So 63. Okay, 9 times 7 is 63. Now you remember. Okay, plus square root 28. Okay, for square root 28 we can write down 4 times 7 is 28. 4 into 7. It's 175. 175. Okay, this is a bigger number, so I'm showing it to you. 175. Alright, so it's not even coming in 3 times table. If you add 1, 7 and 5, it will become it is becoming 13. Okay, 7 and 5 is 12 and plus 1 13. So we cannot even try 2 times table, 3 times table. 5 is in the last, so try 5 times table. 5 times 3 is 15, 16, 17. 2 is the remainder, 25. 5 7 yes, is it's 25, not 35. So it's 25. We will do 5 times 5 is 25. Now 5 again, 5 7s are 35. Now we are getting a prime number, so we just stop here. 5 into 5 into 7, it means that 25 into 7. Okay, so that is square root 9 means 3 square root of 3 square root 7 plus square root 4 means 2 square root of 7, and then that is square root 25 means 5 square root 7. Did you see that you will always get the number like that? You will have the same surd number. The number which is in the square root sign will be same, otherwise you cannot simplify. Okay, so now you can simplify this 3 plus 2 and then minus 5. So that is 5 square root 7 minus 5 square root 7. So that is becoming 0 in this question. Okay, now coming to part E. 20. 5 times 4 is 20. So they are very easy numbers. I'm not doing again and again with the help of same thing, with the help of prime factorization. You always remember, and you must know that 9 times 5 is 45. And then 48 is 16 times 3 is 48, plus 16 times 3 is 48. So 2 square root 5, 3 square root 5, 4 square root 3. Okay, you can see that 3 terms and the 2 terms you have square root 5 is the same. So 2 plus 3 is 5 square root 5. and plus 4 square root 3. Now we cannot simplify because we have different numbers in the radical sign, so we leave our answer here as it is. Okay, this can also be a possible question, that every time it's not like that, you will have the same number in the radical sign. Okay, now coming to the, we did multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. Now rationalizing the denominator means you will have to end this surd in the denominator. Okay, so this is, it means you will multiply with the same to the numerator and denominator to get rid of, because if some number is coming in the denominator, in the surd, if you multiply with this again, then it will come out from this radical sign. So but you cannot do like you only multiply in the denominator, you have to multiply in the numerator also. Remember this. Okay, so 1 upon square root 3 multiply by square root 3 divided by square root 3, that the question will, your question will not change. Okay, square root 3 upon 3, so you cannot do anything, this is your answer. Okay, now 12 upon 60, it's easy thing, 12 over 60. So 12 times 5 is 60. So you can write down 1 upon 5. It's the same thing like square root 1 is 1 upon square root 5. Multiply the same square root 5. So answer will be 5 upon square root 5 upon 5. Okay, because square root 5 multiplied by square root 5 or square root 5 square will be only 5. Okay. Now the next thing, you can see 3 plus 2, 3 divided by 2 plus square root 5. This can also be possible. If you have this number, the two numbers in between, you have plus sign, multiply with the two numbers in between minus sign, because a plus b, a minus b will become a square minus b square. Okay, so you follow this. Remember, whenever you do some more questions, remember these things, you will not have any problem then. For any problem, you can write down in the comment and ask the question. 3 upon 2 plus square root 5, you multiply by 2 minus square root, same numbers, remember this thing, upon 2 minus square root 5. Okay, now you multiply the numerator with the numerator and denominator with the denominator. Remember, because there is multiplication sign in between. Whenever there is plus or minus sign in between two fractions, in that case you take LCM. Okay, 3 times 2 minus square root 5 divided by 2 plus square root 5 and 2 minus square root 5. Okay, so that will become, you can multiply also 6 minus 3 square root 5. A plus b, a minus b, same numbers are there, a square minus b square. Okay, so that is becoming 6 minus 3 square root 5 means 2 minus 4 minus 5. 2 square means 4 and square root 5 square means only 5. Okay, that is becoming minus 1 in the denominator. Okay, minus 1. You can write down like minus 6 plus 3 square root 5 to get rid of the minus sign in the denominator. So you rationalize the denominator here. Okay, now this question. In this question, equals to square root 2 plus square root 5 divided by square root 5 minus square root 2. You can see the surds are in the denominator and the numerator both. Okay, so a little lengthy question. Multiply by square root 5 plus square root 2 divided by square root 5 plus square root 2. Remember to change the sign. Okay, otherwise you cannot apply the third identity, which is a square minus b square is a plus b, a minus b. Okay, this square root 2 plus square root 5 means you can either multiply or like multiply in brackets, or you can take the first identity if you want. Okay, square root 5 square and minus square root 2 square. Okay, now I'm using the first identity and the third identity in the denominator. A plus b whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square. A square plus 2a and b plus b square upon 5 minus 2, okay, which is 3. Okay, square root of 2 square means 2, and then it is 2 square root 10, and then square root 5 square means only 5 divided by 3. So we got rid of the denominator, the surd in the denominator. We rationalize 7 plus 2 square root 10 divided by 3 is your answer. This is the way we can rationalize. You can do more questions, just look into the book and do more and more questions. You can understand it very easily. So that was simplification of the surds and rationalize the denominator. I hope you understood. For more videos, please like, subscribe and share. Thank you. Bye bye.